Today we'll be exploring the importance of exercise in the elderly and the physical and mental benefits. Physical activity is especially important in our ageing population, as increasing exercise has proven to reduce the risk of disease and other major health conditions, while also improving our mental well-being and quality of life. Exercise in the elderly is extremely important for the function of our body. Unfortunately, as we age, our body begins to deteriorate, losing strength, endurance, muscle, and flexibility which we once had. The good news is this can be improved by one simple factor. Yep, that's right, you guessed it. Exercise. The World Health Organization recommends exercising for 150 minutes per week for adults over 65 years of age. That means 20 minutes a day. Doable? I think yes. Exercise comes with a great amount of health benefits, lowering the risk of heart attacks, diabetes, obesity, and other chronic diseases, while also improving our immune system and blood pressure. A 10-year study assessed physical activity of elderly men 64 to 84 years of age. The men that walked or cycled a baseline of 3 times a week for 20 minutes experienced a 31% reduction in cardiovascular disease in comparison to the less active men. The Australian Bureau of Statistics states in 2020 heart disease is one of the leading causes of death in the elderly. Similar results were found in the Honolulu Heart Program as they studied 707 elderly men, concluding that regular walking was directly associated with the overall mortality rates after a 12-year follow-up. Therefore, it is vital for the older adults to participate in exercise weekly to reduce the risk of chronic disease and illness while also improving strength and balance. In the older generation, it is easy to become lonely and fall into a negative state of mind. However, studies suggest there is a positive link between physical activity and both cognitive function and mental health in the elderly. A meta-analysis was taken on physical activity and the potential risk of neurodegenerative disease. This involves 16 studies of 163,797 participants without dementia. Among the participants that were physically active, there was a 28% reduction in the risk of dementia and a 45% reduction in Alzheimer's disease. This is a huge reduction. As the elderly are prone to fall into a depressive and distressive state, physical activity has proven to improve mental health. A study was conducted to test the effects of antidepressants and exercise in the elderly. A 16-week treatment of 156 men and women were both randomly assigned to a program of aerobic exercise, antidepressants, or a combination of both. After the 16 weeks, it was recommended to consider exercise instead of antidepressants for treatment in older persons. However, it was found that antidepressants were more rapid in their results in participants than exercise, although after the 16 weeks, exercise was equally as effective in reducing depression. Therefore, it is evident that living an active lifestyle reduces the risk of cognitive impairment and overall quality of life. If you're just starting out exercising again, it is important to start with small amounts and gradually increase your time, your frequency and intensity, building strength and endurance. In one study, life expenditure was increased even in persons who did not begin exercising regularly until 75 years of age. Incredible, right? The elderly person should start participating in strengthening activities such as weight and resistance training. Also participating in balance and flexibility exercises to prevent falls. Those who are unable to reach the daily movement effort because of pre-existing health problems, it is important to adjust the movement to suit your needs. Any movement is a good movement. It is also essential to take part in aerobic activities such as a brisk walk, cycling. Water aerobics is a great form of exercise for those suffering with injury. Today we'll walk you through some simple exercises you can do at home or with some friends to boost your health. So just starting in a chair, so simple, and have your hands out and do some arm circles one way and back the other. Perfect. And then something so simple is just doing some fast feet with the legs, keeping your posture straight and even some kicks out with your legs. Something as simple as just sitting down, you can do this. Adding in some weights, I've just got 1 kilo, you can do above your head, just some lifts above your head, keeping your posture nice and even bringing it down and doing some bicep curls. Perfect. And now we're going to add in some resistance bands. So you can just put this at the bottom of your foot, stretch it out, and we're going to point and flex our foot. Point and flex. These are just some simple ways that you can include in your exercise daily. Another awesome one is walking or cycling with some friends is a great form of exercise. Lastly, if you have access to a pool and you can do some water aerobics, this is a great way and form of exercise. So now that you're ready to exercise, let's feel better and stronger together.